If it has two wheels, if it goes fast, and if it's loud, then it must be a motorcycle. And the top place to drag race a motorcycle is the AMA Prostar U.S. Drag Racing Championship. No matter how many times you've seen a drag bike, it never fades in intensity, excitement, and human drama. Half the wheels of a race car means twice the thrills, 4 times the drama, and 8 times the exuberation of victory. As the Prostar Championship approaches the end of the 04 season, all is not as it may seem, because championship contenders have come from Canada, Florida, even Australia to factor into the mix. We will tell all, right here and right now, from legendary Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Welcome, motorcycle drag racing fans, to Indianapolis Raceway Park in Claremont, Indiana, a traditional drag strip, and this coverage of the 15th annual Pingle Thunder Motorcycle Nationals. Hello again, everyone. Ted Jones and Keith Kaiser here, Mike's side with you, bringing us up to date on all the action top end and in the pits will be none other than Griff Allen. Griff?
You know, when you say Indianapolis, it means so much to so many people for so many years. When you consider that between the Brickyard, as well as the Indiana State Fairgrounds, as well as Claremont, Indiana's Indianapolis Raceway Park, all the different sanctions and groups and formats of motorsports that race here, history has a long record here. Now, we're going to rewrite it here this weekend with the Prostar Series. What's unique about this weekend is that this is the only point in the year when the 8th mile mark counts towards the record books. That's very important when you're trying to catch up in the points, which I'll elaborate on in a moment. But consider the fact that we look at the ET times at the 8th mile mark while we do run a quarter-mile format that opens up 2 possibilities, or technically 3 possibilities, for an ET record at the quarter mile, at the 8th mile, and a mile an hour in the quarter mile. So if we look at Street Bike Shootout and we look at Barry Henson, remember now he's missed a couple of races because of a non-racing related personal accident that's kept him away. He's 4th in the points this weekend, so he is hungry. He has capitalized on this new 8th mile format this weekend by getting both records there. The ET at the 8th mile, the ET at the quarter mile, and then threw on top of that the speed record at the quarter mile. So he is on a charge. We're going to watch for him in the Street Bike Shootout. But don't think the intensity stops there, because Top Fuel, of course, always has Larry McBride, Spider-Man, and he continues to dazzle us this weekend here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. But you know what? He's got a little company from overseas, and Australia is a place where drag bikes are just as intense. We found that out with Jay Upton.
We know, and we've known that it would take us a long time to catch up with Larry McBride. But we're getting there now. We've gone 6'1" and 220, and real easy, spitting and farting and, you know, obviously not running to our potential. So I've always said that we would definitely develop over and above them. It would just be a matter of time, and we're going one step at a time, and we will go 570, 560 with this thing.
So let's go to Top Fuel round number 1 with Jay Upton and Ron Webb. Webb all the way, by the way, from Anchorage, Alaska. And, of course, the Aussie riding a Triumph, Keith.
Yeah, a Triumph. That's amazing to see that. But watch this on this pass when he throws his parachute out.
Well, I would be worried it would pull me off the bike. Ron Webb is your winner.
I'm proud to be here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. I was thinking while the national anthem was on there, you know. I was standing on the start line, the greatest racetrack in the world, waiting to run the first round of Top Fuel. Not many people get to do that, especially not Australians. So we're pretty happy to be here, and we're enjoying it.
Next up in our quarterfinal round, we've got Tommy Sloan against the legendary Larry McBride.
And Larry has just been on a string of 6-0, 16 passes, so it's going to be impossible to beat him now.
Well, he's dipped into the 5s this year, too, and here he is, 6:04, 232, as Sloan loses with a 7:63. And finally, Mike Romine out of Sturgis, Michigan, came up on his Harley to take on the Puma of Chris Hand.
And this will be a tight race because Romine's been in the 50s, Chris has been running in the 50s, so we'll see what he got for each other.
Wow, this was a close race. Bo Romine won it right off the line with a 0.95 reaction time. 6:55 beats a 6:52. Now we take you back to the first round for an upset in Funny Bike. Kerry Hogan qualified number 3, but watch what happens with Troy Brown.
And Troy Brown, this is his first AMA Prostar race. And right here you see him take out The points leader leaving the door wide open for Nickelberry.
7:06 beat a 7:66. Now we move forward to round number 2. Another upset. Mark Connor came in, qualified number 1, but he didn't count on Glenn Nickelberry and his enthusiastic crew.
And Nickelberry has been tough all year, so Connor had to own his game.
Connor was first off the starting line, but he didn't have the ET. Nickelberry 6:72 beats a 7:19. We are brought to you by Yamaha, makers of fine motorcycles and ATVs. Nobody's more in tune with motorsports than Yamaha. And by Power Commander by DynoJet, transforms the power of any fuel-injected motorcycle. And by Webb camshafts, the fastest motorcycle cams on the planet.